No word yet on how this started. We just arrived to the scene, but it's been extremely busy since that fire broke out around 4 o'clock this afternoon. We heard that kids that were supposed to be dropped off here by the school bus were actually taken to a local middle school instead. I'm going to give you a look at what's going on behind me. You can see really most of the work happening back there. You can see the smoke going into the sky. Firefighters really attacking this from all angles, from up above with multiple hoses. There were 5 buildings that caught fire. A contact of mine from the Red Cross said at least 2 of those were fully engulfed at one point. And what you need to know is these buildings all have cedar shingles on them, which makes them extremely flammable. Even though these buildings are a good distance apart, those sparks really fly. You can see over here, we'll pan to the left, there are firefighters climbing on the roofs of nearby buildings as well, checking out everything, trying to control the fire. We are told that fire is under control, but of course with cedar, something that's highly flammable, something that can spark up again at any minute. Again, back to the Red Cross, they've estimated that less than 100 people are going to be displaced from this, but that adds to the more than 150 people that have already been displaced or affected by fires in the last 2 weeks. Live in Harrisonville, Natalie Davis, KCTV5 News.
On to other developing news now. A fire rips through an apartment complex in Harrisonville, leaving dozens without homes. A viewer sent us this video showing the flames just quickly spreading through here. At one point, 5 buildings were on fire. KCTV5's Natalie Davis has been following this story for us since the very beginning. She's live now with the latest information. Natalie?
This is all that's left of the apartment complex here in Harrisonville, completely destroyed by fire. Take a look at Twin Oaks apartment complex. Absolutely unlivable. We have just learned from officials that it originated on the roof, and it may have been started by embers from a fireplace. Officials have been dealing with numerous challenges during their investigation. The building is not safe to enter, so they've had to work from the exterior. Now, on top of that, the Harrisonville Fire Department's ladder truck broke last night. So Harrisonville High School brought out their drone to give investigators a bird's eye view of the damage. As you can see, total loss. The Red Cross is assisting 11 families, 29 individuals who are now without a home. The community is also offering tremendous support. Church of the Nazarene here in Harrisonville started receiving donations of food, clothing, toiletries, you name it, since that fire broke out yesterday. They didn't even ask for those donations. People just started showing up out of the goodness of their hearts.
It was wonderful to see, starting last night, cars come in, and I knew they weren't all from the families that were affected. There were people dropping in things. Some of the local businesses dropped off pizzas and food for the volunteers and people that were here last night. It's been wonderful to see the community come together.
They've actually had to start turning people away with their donations. They have plenty. Now their goal is to get the word out to the people displaced by this fire so they can stop by and pick up what they need. Live in Harrisonville, Natalie Davis, KCTV5 News.
Now to the latest on a massive fire that destroyed a Harrisonville apartment complex. Tonight, we're learning more about what sparked the flames, as well as concerns over the response from the fire department. Now, this is footage of the damage today, shot by Harrisonville High School's drone. The building is just too dangerous to enter, so authorities are using these images to help in their investigation. Now, yesterday's fire forced more than 100 people from their homes. KCTV5's Natalie Davis is live in Harrisonville tonight with the latest on the investigation. Natalie?
Well, we spoke to the man who called 911 after he saw black smoke billowing from the chimney of this apartment building, the same building that was engulfed in flames yesterday afternoon. Yep. He showed us the call log on his phone. One call at 3:24, another at 3:30. He says he left to pick up his son from school, and he beat fire crews back to the scene, saying they didn't show up until after 4.
The entire roof was involved. So instead, it went from 324, where you just had black smoke coming out of one of the clay tiles of one of the chimneys. It went from that to the entire roof being involved.
We spoke with the fire department spokesman who says they did respond to his call. They came to check out the smoke and determined it was coming from a fireplace. They investigated, helped the tenant vent the area, and decided initially everything was safe, so they left. Did investigators potentially make a mistake during that first call?
No. Everything we're seeing right now, there was no mistake made. Fire came out, they did their job, they inspected what appeared to be the the source of the smoke. There was the fire in the fireplace, which is acceptable. I mean, nothing questionable there.
The massive fire that destroyed this apartment complex left 29 people's homes too damaged to live in.
I don't want to.
Now, officials did confirm with me they believe the fire started on the roof, and they're not ruling out the possibility that that fire may have been caused by embers from a fireplace. However, they are still investigating. Live in Harrisonville, Natalie Davis, KCTV 5 News.
We are on top of a developing story out of Harrisonville. This fire forced dozens of people out of their apartment complex before the frigid weekend. It happened at the Twin Oaks apartment complex. KCTV 5's Natalie Davis is there live tonight. And Natalie, you're learning more about the investigation and the property manager.
Yes, I am. First, I want to give you a look at this. This is all that's left of this Harrisonville apartment complex, completely destroyed by fire. Just take a look at Twin Oaks Apartments. No longer livable. No one can live here. 29 people now homeless. Investigators have been dealing with numerous challenges during their investigation. The building is not safe to enter, so they've had to work from the exterior. Harrisonville High School brought out their drone to give investigators a bird's eye view of the damage. Fire officials say they can't confirm the cause of the fire, but they did say it originated on the roof, and they are not ruling out the possibility that it could have been caused by embers from a fireplace. After being tipped off by some concerned residents, we questioned the property manager at Twin Oaks, who admitted he doesn't do any maintenance on the fireplaces at these apartments.
I don't like them to use fireplaces, but that's their choice. So
Sure. Is the responsibility of the tenant to kind of maintain and clean the fireplace then if they choose to use it?
if they want to choose to use, I tell them I don't clean them. I don't clean them.
Now, this isn't the first time the property manager has been criticized for not maintaining his units. One person forced out of here told me they had a problem with squirrels chewing through the ceiling. And here I want to show you what else we dug up today. This is a lawsuit filed in July of this year accusing Rob Steinbeck, the property manager, of not properly handling a bed bug problem. Now, fire officials say because of the extreme damage that happened to this building, we may never be able to fully confirm the cause of this fire, but it is a great reminder, especially considering all the fires we've seen in just the past 2 to 3 weeks in December alone. You got to be safe this time of year. Live in Harrisonville, Natalie Davis, KCTV 5 News.